I'm Emily with Mojobreak.com, joined by Joe from Mojobreak Gaming, who is our trading card expert. Now, if you are interested in trading cards, maybe collect them, maybe you're interested in Pokemon cards, this is the segment for you. Joe is going to cover where Pokemon is at the current state, where we can project it going, what makes trading card sets so successful, Mojobreak Gaming, and so much more. All right, Joe, you ready to jump into it?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, when you think of trading cards, I feel like a lot of times you think of Pokemon. So let's start there. Can you just kind of talk about the pre-Pokemon Explosion?
So the pre-Pokemon Explosion was an interesting time for Pokemon because it is obviously not where we are today. It was a whole different culture. It was mainly dominated by the player base. So like, for example, this product here is what people would pick up more so than a product right here. And so that was generally carrying the whole brand for a long time. And now that, we're into the whole grading process and collecting process, that obviously has taken a shift of culture too. So now we're seeing two different kinds of cultures. We still have our loyal player base, and then we also have our collector pack breaking base as well. So before the whole hype, it was mainly dominated by the player community, and it was still a very exciting time. Just didn't catch that sort of attention that it has today.
And so, speaking about today, what's the current state of Pokemon? Where are we at right now with it?
Current state is a really fun, exciting time. I think it's more involved with collectors. I think people found a lot of value into collecting, and kind of what I think the big factor was with where we are now is nostalgia. I think growing up as kids, we loved these kinds of things on cartoons and what have you, when we used to see these things, and also kind of collecting the cards back in the day, but we weren't as serious, or we weren't really paying attention as much. Mm-hmm. And so now it's more of that nostalgia just coming back, and we're really it really picked up a lot of that audience, and is sort of just kind of continued to kind of keep that momentum from when the hype existed. Mm-hmm. And we're seeing a lot more of those people continue and sticking with it. And what's really cool also is because of Pokemon, other trading cards have also benefited from it as well. So there's people that, found Pokemon as their way to re-enter the trading card community. And they found that there was other sorts of trading cards that they were also interested in that ended up either making them go a different route, or sticking with multiple routes, or, doing a combination of either. And so that was really exciting too. So the current state is really exciting. Pokemon has done a lot so far, and yeah, we're still having a lot of fun with it.
Awesome. I definitely do want to talk about the other trading cards that you mentioned, but before we get there, where can you kind of project Pokemon going? Like, what do you see for the future of Pokemon cards?
So the future of Pokemon cards, I think, is very, very promising. What we're seeing now with these new products, like a product like this, for example, is their art style. So something that they were doing in 2020 was just very, I felt, as minimal art. So it was exciting, but not as exciting to where we are now. And right now they're paying closer attention to like their art styles, their artworks, telling stories within the characters on the art. And so I think with them sticking with that approach in the future, with future product, I think is going to keep the community strong and interested. And I think that's important. So if the collector base is going to continue, they're going to also need something that is collector worthy. And so I think Pokemon acknowledged that, and they changed it up in 2021. And so they started to do these different art styles. And I think they'll continue to do that in the future sets, and make more like anniversary sets, special like holiday edition sets, which are really cool. And they'll continue that sort of recipe and see where it goes.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about other trading cards now. I'm curious, when you talk about the Pokemon style with the art on them, how do you see that compare to other trading cards?
At first, it wasn't doing enough. Now it's up there. It's competing with some of my other favorite trading cards, which is kind of like frustrating because it's like there's more to that I would want to collect as a fan too. So now I have to pay attention to Pokemon and now other TCGs, and they're competing very well. And I think it's a healthy competition because the more they try, other brands will try harder. And so that just ups their game as a whole with all these different brands. And depending if you're this fan of a trading card game like Digimon or Dragon Ball, or if you're a fan of Pokemon, it's a good thing for you to have them sort of do that for you. So yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Is there a specific trading card where maybe somebody hasn't really collected any trading cards? Is there a specific one that you would kind of aim them towards as somebody who's just starting to get involved?
Yeah, so with Pokemon, a set that is really good to get into right now is this set, Fusion Strike. It contains a lot of beautiful artwork, and it contains what the acronym people like to use is WITS, what's in the set. And what's in this set is essentially Japan's like favorite Pokemon character, which is this Gengar character here. He's like this little dark, shadowy ghost kind of character that likes to like mess around with people for fun and stuff. So he's got an interesting personality as a character. And so this set features that character. And not every set is created equal with Pokemon. And so this set, because there's a lot of the supply in the market right now, that obviously drops the value. And so this is a really good intro set if you're looking for that beautiful alternative artwork and that they're trying to do in with their sets. This is a great set to get into. Chilling Rain is another. It's one of my personal favorites. It's got another tons of good roster of Pokemon that is just beautiful to collect. And yeah, I would just encourage people, if you're getting into Pokemon or into any trading card for that matter, look at some of the cards or some of the characters that interest you the most and sort of gravitate towards maybe picking up a set like that. That would probably be the best advice I could give to anybody that's starting off right now.
Awesome. I'm curious, when it comes to trading cards, Pokemon sets, what are those cards that people are really chasing? Like, what are those cards that are kind of the big ones that you open that you're excited about?
Yeah, so yesterday I just had a big moment where I pulled this rainbow Charizard. Hey! Oh, Jesse! Charizard has been pulled. You'll hear that name a lot with Pokemon and Pokemon cards. He's basically the OG favorite Pokemon of all time. And so he will always receive it. Well, I can't say always, never say never, but he is receiving the most love and attention and appreciation out of all the Pokemon characters. So whenever Pokemon decides to make out a set, does it have Charizard? And if it has Charizard, then you can kind of anticipate something of that set to kind of become a little bit more valuable and like extremely building up a lot of hype for that chase card. So Charizard is always going to be, Charizard is for the most part going to be a really desirable chase card. And yeah, it's mainly the characters of Pokemon. So if the more popular the character is, the bigger the chase. Awesome. And so when we pull that, we're like, I'm doing cartwheels and backflips and all kinds of stuff. I'm just like, I'm on cloud nine, like for these people, for the fans that are pulling these cards, when we're able to pull it for them on the stream, it's really exciting.
Awesome. Okay. At some point we're going to have to see these cartwheels and backflips. So,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's maybe on the next video that we do.
I've got a lot of warm up, so I'm ready.
Perfect. Let's talk a little bit about Pokemon's introduction to Rip and Ship.
Rip and Ship is something that is fairly new that also kind of came in with the hype of 2020, and it wasn't something that a lot of Pokemon people were doing. It was mainly coming from, I would say, the sports community, and I saw that happen in the sports community early on, and then there wasn't really a base for anything Rip and Ship at all up until the hype, and there was a couple people doing it, but it wasn't. They were sort of the ones to sort of elevate that, and a lot of YouTubers and other streamers that were opening up Pokemon cards kind of built up the excitement. And so people, and with the pandemic being how everybody was virtual for the most part, people were looking for other ways to sort of like purchase product and collect product, and Rip and Ship happened to be one of those tools that we were able to use for shops. And so it was very effective being Pokemon and it being, again, highly desirable to collect. And it was really cool because it introduced sort of like a virtual community, and it started to really build up its a community, and where we have tens of 20s of hundreds of people all coming together watching cards get opened and like rooting each other on, and seeing, you know, the kind of pools and magic happen on video. So rip and ship became something that's very important still, and I think it's here for the long term.
Awesome. And I know we're focusing heavily on Pokemon, but when you're talking about rip and ship, that's also for other TCGs, right? We're doing lots of different brands and different cards that we're ripping, right?
Yeah. So Pokemon was, I think, the big starter for rip and ship, and we're slowly integrating, because we're a card shop, a gaming card shop. We don't just want to offer just Pokemon, because the gaming community is a bunch of people. They, like I said before, they like other brands and other kinds of shows and characters and from other brands. And so we want to be able to offer that as well as an option. So it's not always Pokemon on the stream. Sometimes we'll get Dragon Ball. Sometimes we'll get Digimon. Sometimes we'll get just Yu-Gi-Oh! Is another one. So sometimes we'll get a mix of people, you know, and people like to collect multiple things. So we like to offer that because that speaks to our community and our base.
Perfect. Let's talk about the Brilliant Stars success. What can you tell me about that? Brilliant
Stars is probably the most successful set so far with Pokemon right now. Okay. In terms of the modern sets. So with Pokemon, it's interesting. They have their main title brand, Sword and Shield. And so within that Sword and Shield title, they have about 9 to 10 different sets in that sort of brand. And with that sort of brand, Sword and Shield, Brilliant Stars being the 8th one, is the most popular out of all of them so far. It's just got incredible cards in the set. You can hit 2 big chase cards in one single pack, which is like really exciting, which kind of like builds up the hype. And it's just got a really strong roster of Pokemon and characters and artwork as well. Like the artwork is mind-blowing of how like amazing it is. Like I'm not even a fan of some of these characters, and just their artwork is making me a fan. So it's just that powerful of a set, and it's the response is incredible. Like we're doing breaks with that one every single day, and it's an exciting time. That one I highly encourage people to get into. If you're getting into Pokemon, that is probably the best impression that Pokemon is putting out as of right now.
Cool. That one will hook ya. The Brilliant Stars.
Yeah, and it's accessible right now, so it's a really hot time to get into that one too.
Very cool. When you're talking about sets, in your opinion, what makes a set successful and what makes a set not so successful?
Yeah, so I think the first thing I would say is if the set is playable. I think that comes first before everything else. If the set features cards that aren't interesting to the player base, they will not want to pick that set up. So therefore, leave it on the shelf. The second most important thing I would say is the artwork and the collectability. Since the collector community has came in really strong and it's seeming to be a community that's here to stay, I think collectability is very important as well. So if the set has artwork or if a set has characters that are highly desirable, then that's going to contribute to the set as well. So the less of a set that has those two things, the worse it'll become, and it'll put it on like the not so interested side of the market right there. And I'd say the third most important thing is the pull rate. There's been sets that just are very, very difficult to get like really good cards. And so if the pull rate is not really generous, or if it's just really extremely difficult, then that also will turn some people off and head in a different direction into a set that, has a better pull rate or with better characters and has a better playability to it. So I would say those three are key.
Okay, very cool. And I want to talk about Mojobreak Gaming for a little bit, just kind of switch into the broad general of Mojobreak Gaming, because anybody who's watching maybe doesn't know that Mojobreak Gaming is live and kind of up and running. So what can you tell us about that? Just an overview of it, what people can expect when they're there.
Yeah, so Mojobreak Gaming had sort of a soft launch. We were getting into this as of last month and just building everything on the back end. And when you enter Mojobreak Gaming, I was trying to build a concept where you can easily find product, like easily, where the menu's there. You can find what you're looking for very easily. And so that was sort of what you'll see when you enter Mojobreak Gaming on our website, and you'll see banners of when product is going to be released. So you're ahead of the game, so you're not missing out on any sort of release dates. And so we try to promote, stuff in the future. We show what's hottest right now, so you'll find the hottest products that we're able to offer as of today, and just sort of building that breaking base as well. So what we also do is not only do we have our shop, we also are live streaming 5 days a week right now of just breaking packs. So if you're somebody who wants to pick up your product sealed and open it with family or friends, you can absolutely do that on our shop. And we also like to offer that live streaming feature, rip and ship, as we were talking about before. We offer that 5 days a week on our website as well, where you can pick up product on the website, and then on our streams, where you can find all of our socials, is where we're streaming, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok is another one.
Awesome.
So those are some other avenues where you can find us doing those live streams as well, in addition to what we offer on the website.
Awesome. So it sounds like Mojobreak Gaming is very user friendly. So anyone that maybe hasn't been there before is just kind of interested in it. Sounds like it's easy for them to go and check it out and find what they need. Yeah.
And we like to offer a lot of features too. We're somebody who cares about the community, and so we like to give back. So I encourage all these people that are coming in on the shop to create an account with us and sign to the loyalty rewards program. So the more you shop with us, the more we like to give back in coupons and discounts and stuff like that. So
perfect.
We give back in our ways as well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, before we go, just to kind of wrap it up, Joe, is there anything else that you would like to mention about Pokemon or trading cards or Mojobreak Gaming that you'd want people to know?
Yeah, I think Mojobreak, if you're somebody new coming into the field, Mojobreak Gaming is a great community to introduce yourself. We also offer a Discord group, which is sort of our group channel of like collectors and players, where we just have a group chat where you're welcome to join in and sort of, be more, I guess, to be more involved with socializing with the community and with our Mojobreak group specifically. If you have any questions, we're always here to help. We love helping new people. We've seen a lot of people come in, and we are always happy to see them and help them with sets or, answer any questions that they have in regards to certain products, things like that. And again, we're not just Pokemon. We also offer one of my personal favorites, or if not, actually my personal favorite is Digimon. I am a huge Digimon nerd. So, I'm here to nerd out with you there. Dragon Ball. We offer Dragon Ball, Weiß Schwarz, Yu-Gi-Oh! MetaZoo is another one on our list that we haven't acquired yet, but we are paying attention to it, and we want to pick that one up very soon. So we offer a wide variety, we're building that up for Mojobreak Gaming.
Awesome. Excited about it. Yeah. Well, Joe, thank you so much for your time and your insight and knowledge on Pokemon and trading cards. We sure hope you all enjoyed it. Like we said, Mojobreak Gaming is live, so head to mojobreakgaming.com for all of your trading card needs.